dust on the piano keys we used to play, and the apartment feels bigger since you went away. The winter is coming, the leaves are all dead, and I'm still replaying the words that you said.
You told me that life was a beautiful mess,
and love was a question
with no right address.
I sit on the train as the city goes by,
watching the gray colors paint up the sky.
I wonder if you're still writing that line,
the one about water turning to wine.
We tried to be perfect, we tried to be brave,
but we were just ships on a dangerous wave. Oh, the clock on the wall doesn't care about grief. It just turns every chapter and turns every leaf. We had our moment,
we had our song, but the night was too short, and the winter too long. Now there's dust on the music
we left behind,
and a beautiful sorrow inside of my mind. We didn't break down, we just faded away, like the light at the end of a rainy day. But I give all my tomorrow to go back to the start and feel the wild beating of your lonely heart. I saw your old friend at the grocery store. She said that you don't play guitar anymore. It broke something small in the middle of my chest. Because of all people,
you were the best.
You had a fire that could light up the dark.
Now you're just working the desk in the park. The strings on my instrument rusted to brown, just like the memories of our old town. It's easier living without all the dreams. They tear at the jacket and rip at the seams. But sometimes at night when the city is still, I hear your old melody over the hill. Oh, the clock on the wall doesn't care about grief. It just turns every chapter and turns every leaf. We had our moment, we had our song.
Now there's dust on the music we left behind, and a beautiful sorrow inside of my mind. We didn't break down, we just faded away, like the light at the end of a rainy day. But I give all my tomorrow to go back to the start and feel the wild beating of your lonely heart. Is it an ending if the song doesn't close?
Is it a garden if it's covered in snow?
We left the book open on chapter 13, the most beautiful story the world's never seen.
Sleep well, my darling,
wherever you are.
You'll always be my favorite star.
Now there's dust on the music we left behind, and a beautiful sorrow inside of my mind. We didn't break down, we just faded away, like the light at the end of a rainy day. But I give all my tomorrow to go back to the start and feel the wild beating of your lonely heart. Just a little bit of dust, and the memories we trust
fading away into gray.
The crowd is gone, the microphones are still, the wind is blowing from over the hill. I'm standing alone on the wooden floor, looking at the exit of the heavy back door. The spotlights are off, the room feels so wide. and I have nowhere left for my secrets to hide.
I watch you pack your cables in the dark, trying to find an excuse for our spark. We played our hearts out for a room of ties, people with no time for dreams in their eyes. But for a measure, when our harmonies met, it was a heaven I will never forget.
Oh, the empty stage is a heavy old place, unless you can look at a beautiful face. We sang our lives through the monitors loud, isolated completely from the main shifting crowd. And we're just standing on an empty stage, turning the final sheets of our page. The music has stopped, but the echo remains, like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins. We didn't win the world, we didn't get the gold, but we have a beautiful story to be told. I saw your guitar sitting by the amp, under the light of the security lamp. It looked so lonely, so covered in scars, just like my heart under these heavy old stars. I tried to write a new song on the road, but I couldn't lift up the weight of the load.
I went back home to my quiet routine, trying to forget all the stages we've seen. But sometimes the silence inside of my house brings back the thunder of our vocal joust. It's a strange thing to realize your voice only sounds right when it's backing your choice.
Oh, the empty stage is a heavy old place, unless you can look at a beautiful face. We sang our lives through the monitors loud, and we're just standing on an empty stage, turning the final sheets of our page. The music has stopped, but the echo remains, like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins. We didn't win the world, we didn't get the gold, but we have a beautiful story to be told. Let's hold the same note before the lights fade out, and clear away all the silence and doubt. Just for a second, let's be who we were, before the world turned into a cynical blur. The piano is soft and the acoustic is raw, the most honest version the world ever saw. And we're just standing on an empty stage, turning the final sheets of our page. The music has stopped, but the echo remains, like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins. We didn't win the world, we didn't get the gold, but we have a beautiful story to be told. The stage is now dark, no more divine spark. Good night, my old partner, good night.
The cafe is quiet, the evening is near. The sound of the rain is the only thing clear. I see your reflection in the glass of my cup, and I'm too afraid to look straight up. We are two open books with the pages torn out, living in a world made of silence and doubt.
I remember the day that you walked in the room, bringing the spring to a winter of gloom. You had a guitar that was older than time, and your voice fit so perfectly inside of mine.
We didn't need money, we didn't need fame, we just needed someone who knew our real name.
But the wind
changes direction so fast, and the beautiful things are the ones that don't last. We built a small fire in the middle of the snow,
but we ran out of wood,
and we had to let go. We were falling into place for a little while. I could see your face in the middle of the dark, in the crowded street where the two rivers of our broken lives meet. Now the music has stopped, but the rhythm remains like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins. I still sing that song when I'm doing the wash, the one that you wrote when we didn't have much. It keeps me from sinking when the winter is cold, a little piece of youth that will never grow old. Do you think about me when you look at the sea, or am I just a shadow of who you used to be?
I moved to the city, I bought a new coat, but I still keep your picture inside of my note. The streets here are busy, the people are loud, but I'm still looking for you inside of every crowd.
Life is a teacher that doesn't say much, it just takes away everything that you touch. But the wind changes direction so fast, and the beautiful things are the ones that don't last. We built a small fire in the middle of the snow. We were falling into place for a little while. I could see your face in the middle of the dark, in the crowded street where the two rivers of our broken lives meet. Now the music has stopped, but the rhythm remains like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins.
Maybe we met at the wrong time of year,
maybe we needed more time to clear
the ghost of the past that were pulling us down.
two lonely dreamers in a cynical town.
But I don't regret a single tear that I cried,
Because for a moment I was alive by your side. We were falling into place for a little while. I could see your face in the middle of the dark, in the crowded street where the two rivers of our broken lives meet. Now the music has stopped, but the rhythm remains like the ghost of a heartbeat inside of our veins.
it was real for a night.
It was real for a night in the soft candlelight. We were falling into place.
It snapped with a sound like a small pistol shot, the high E string that was tied in a knot, right in the middle of our favorite line, the one where you said that your heart would be mine. I took off my hands and I looked at the wood and realized we couldn't stay where we stood.
A broken guitar is a sign from above that maybe we've run out of patience and love. We've been playing this tune with attention too tight, trying to make all the wrong notes sound right. Let's put down the pick and let's open the door. We can't keep on singing this song anymore. Oh, the silence that followed was heavy and deep, like the secrets a lover is forced to keep. We looked at each other with nothing to say as the music of us slowly drifted away. We were running on 5 strings instead of the 6, trying to heal what we never could fix. The melody broke in the palm of our hand, a beautiful song that we can't understand. Now the guitar is sitting inside of its case, and time is erasing the lines of your face. I bought a new pack from the store down the lane, but changing the string didn't take out the pain. The guitar sounds different, too bright and too new. It doesn't remember the warmth of the old you. It's missing the years that we spent in the dark before we lost every last bit of our spark. I went back to college, I changed my whole life. I'd stopped trying to be the musician's young wife. It's safer this way with no songs left to bleed, just doing the things that the normal folks need. But sometimes a sound in the middle of the street makes my old heart skip a dangerous beat. Oh, the silence that followed was heavy and deep, like the secrets a lover is forced to keep, as the music of us slowly drifted away. We were running on 5 strings instead of the 6, trying to heal what we never could fix. The melody broke in the palm of our hand, a beautiful song that we can't understand. Now the guitar is sitting inside of its case, and time is erasing the lines of your face. Maybe the breaking was part of the plan to make me a better and stronger old man. Maybe you needed to silence the sound, to lift your own feet off our cynical ground. But look at the instrument under the light, it still looks beautiful. Even tonight, we were running on 5 strings instead of the 6, trying to heal what we never could fix. The melody broke in the palm of our hand, a beautiful song that we can't understand. Now the guitar is sitting inside of its case, and time is erasing the lines of your face. Just 5 strings left of a love bereft in the quiet of the wood. Wiping the counters at 2 in the morning, thinking of places where we were reborn. The espresso machine is the only thing loud in a town that is sleeping away from the crowd. I remember you sitting right there in the back, with a broken guitar in a velvet black pack. I was writing a lyric I couldn't complete, with the cold winter biting away at my feet. You brought me a coffee and didn't charge a dime, and told me that genius takes a little bit of time. We stayed up till sunrise, just talking of chords, 2 lonely soldiers with music for swords. So the midnight shift is a lonely old place, place unless you can look at a beautiful face. We found a melody nobody knew, hidden inside of the night's quiet blue. And we sang our lives through the midnight steam, chasing the tail of a broken old dream. The world was asleep but we were awake, counting the steps that our tired hearts take. It was love in the margins, a song in the dark, a beautiful fire from a delicate spark.
Now the cafe is full of the morning routine, people who don't know the things we have seen. They complain of the weather and look at the clock, while I'm still stuck on the edge of our dock.
I wonder if you're on a stage somewhere far, or if you're still playing for people around.
The big city stages are bright but they're cold. They want you to sing what's already been sold. I miss the old counter, the smell of the bean, the sweetest acoustic guitar that I've seen. I'd trade all the lights and the people who cheer for one quiet night with you sitting right here.
Oh, the midnight shift is a lonely old place unless you can look at a beautiful face. We found a melody nobody knew,
and we sang our lives through the midnight steam,
chasing the tail of a broken old dream. The world was asleep but we were awake, counting the steps that our tired hearts take. It was love in the margins, a song in the dark, a beautiful fire from a delicate spark.
Time is a river that carries us on and leaves us with nothing but words in a song.
But if you can hear me through all of the noise, remember the warmth and the truth of our choice.
I'll keep the coffee hot
under the light, just in case you come walking back into the night.
And we sang our lives through the midnight steam,
chasing the tail of a broken old dream. The world was asleep but we were awake, counting the steps that our tired hearts take. It was love in the margins, a song in the dark, a beautiful fire from a delicate spark. The clock strikes 4, I walk through the door in the steam of the night.
You always loved the songs in the minor key, the ones that sounded like you and like me. You said the major chords were a beautiful lie, a cheap way to paint up a gray winter sky. So we wrote our love in A minor and G, two lonely voices on the edge of the sea.
I sit at the piano when the night is still, watching the moon hang over the hill. My left hand drops down to the lowest bass note, and I feel the old melody catch in my throat. We tried to resolve to a happier sound, but our roots were too deep in the sorrowful ground.
Oh, the minor keys hold all the things we don't say, the secrets we bury at the end of the day.
They don't promise a sunrise, they don't promise a friend.
They just walk with you down to the very dark end.
And we're just minor keys playing in the dark, fading away from our delicate spark. A beautiful sorrow, elegant that I'm allowed to keep. The music is closing, the rhythm is slow, carrying the weight of the old long ago.
I saw an old guitar tab that you wrote for me, a strange progression in the key of E. It had a flat fifth, it sounded so wrong, but it was the most honest part of the song.
It remembered the tension, it remembered the fight before we got lost in our final goodnight.
I tried to write something in C major today,
to wash all the gray colors far, far away.
but my fingers kept slipping back down to the dark,
looking for the ghost of our wandering spark.
It's a heavy old thing to realize your heart
only knows how to play the melancholy part. Oh, the minor keys hold all the things we don't say, the secrets we bury at the end of the day. They don't promise a sunrise, they don't promise a friend. We're just minor keys playing in the dark, fading away from our delicate spark. A beautiful sorrow, elegant and deep, the only real thing that I'm allowed to keep. The music is closing, the rhythm is slow, carrying the weight of the old long ago.
If I strike a major chord, will you sing along? Or have we been in minor for way too long? The song is what it is, we can't change the scale. We are just two sailors who forgot how to say. Let's just play out our final refrain to the night, before the minor keys fade out of our sight.
And we're just minor keys playing in the dark, fading away from our delicate spark. A beautiful sorrow, elegant and deep, the only real thing that I'm allowed to keep. The music is closing, the rhythm is slow, carrying the weight of the old long ago.
Just a minor key
For you and for me, ending in the dark.
The strings are open and they ring out clear, vibrating softly in the atmosphere. I leave the keys alone and use my breath to sing of everything that's past the death. We were an unpolished chord upon the floor, before we stopped, knocked on each other's door. And open tuning is a dangerous thing. It changes every song you try to sing. It forces you to find a simpler rhyme to match the shifting of the modern time. I put my hand upon the acoustic wood and finally accept the way we stood.
Oh, the open strings are calling through the dark, trying to save a little fading spark. They don't need fingers, they don't need a hand to make the lonely heart feel and understand.
And we're just open strings inside the room,
ringing away from the winter gloom. A raw progression, beautiful and plain, like the arrival of the summer rain. pacing is slow, carrying the ghost of the old long ago. I found the old strap that you used to wear, with the initials that are fading there. It smells like cedar in the old cafe before our little heaven drifted away. I wonder if you tune your guitar the same, or if you've forgotten how to speak my name.
The theater stages are grand and they're bright, but I miss the quiet of our kitchen light, where we could let the open strings just ring without the heavy load of everything. I trade the clapping and the crowded street
for one more second where our voices meet. Oh, the open strings are calling through the dark, trying to save a little fading spark. They don't need fingers, they don't need a hand. We're just open strings inside the room, ringing away from the winter gloom. A raw progression, beautiful and plain, like the arrival of the summer rain. Now the song is ending, the pacing is slow, carrying the ghosts of the old long ago.
Let's leave it open for just one more bar
and see if we can find out who we are,
without the master who wear for everyone,
before our little season's entirely done. Two parallel notes at the end of the line, where your sweet harmony was close to mine. And we're just open strings inside the room, ringing away from the winter gloom. A raw progression, beautiful and plain, like the arrival of the summer rain. Now the song is ending, the pacing is slow, carrying the ghosts of the old long ago. Open strings ring, nothing left to bring, fading out into the quiet wood.
We left the book open on page 44, right where the lovers walk out of the door. We didn't finish the sentence we started, we just stood in the kitchen and quietly parted. No shouting, no anger, no tearing of clothes, just the silent arrival of winter's first snow.
I still keep that book on my bedside table to read the last chapter. I'm never quite able. It feels like a sin to go past where we stopped, like a beautiful thread that we accidentally dropped. We were two characters drawn by a hand that didn't quite know how to make us both stand.
Oh, life doesn't give you the endings you write, it just turns off the sun and gives you the night and leaves you with chapters left open and wide, with all of the secrets you hide deep inside. The story is open, the ink is all dry, under the weight of a gray winter sky. We didn't conclude, we just ran out of rhyme, lost in the margins of space and of time.
but I still rewrite every line that you spoke before the sweet promise of our melody broke. I started a new book a month or two back, a simple detective story in black. But I find myself looking for your name inside, in every character trying to hide. You are the subtext of everything here, the ghost in the room when the morning gets near. I went to a cafe we used to frequent, the smell of the old wood and espresso scent. The piano was playing that song from the film, the one about rivers that run over the hill. I closed my eyes and I filled up the space with the beautiful, dangerous lines of your face. Oh, life doesn't give you the endings you write, it just turns off the sun and gives you the night and leaves you with chapters left open and wide. Open, the ink is all dry under the weight of a gray winter sky. We didn't conclude, we just ran out of rhyme, lost in the margins of space and of time. But I still rewrite every line that you spoke before the sweet promise of our melody broke. Maybe some books aren't meant to be closed, maybe some seeds are meant to stay frozen in the middle of winter, under the ground, waiting for something that cannot be found. We were a beautiful sentence that stayed in the quietest corner where shadows are made. Oh, and the story is open, the ink is all dry under the weight of a gray winter sky. We didn't conclude, we just ran out of rhyme, lost in the margins of space and of time. But I still rewrite every line that you spoke before the sweet promise of our melody broke. Page 44, I don't read anymore, left open in the dark. We are two parallel lines in the sand, walking together but not holding hand. We see the same ocean, we breathe the same air, but there is a distance that's always right there. We think we are moving to the very same place, but we never intersect in this cold, empty space. I watch your guitar as it hangs on your back, a beautiful weapon on a dangerous track. I play my piano an inch from your side, but there is the ocean of secrets we hide. We scream in the harmony, loud as we can, trying to bridge the vast distance of man. Oh, the geometry of love is a cruel little thing. It makes you write songs that you don't want to sing.
It keeps you so close that you feel the other's breath while you're heading towards a sweet lyrical death. And we're just parallel lines on the page, singing our lives from a separate stage.
So close to each other,
but always apart.
two lonely notes at the start of the heart.
The music is beautiful,
Rich and complete,
but the two parallel lines
can never quite meet.
I look at your fingers on the white and black keys and wish I could cure this familiar disease. The one where we talk but we don't say a word. The saddest progression that I've ever heard. We are building a house out of acoustic chords, but we're standing outside with our shields and our swords.
The train tracks are straight and they run to the west, just like the sorrow inside of my chest. I know that we're traveling side by old side,
but the space in between us is too deep and wide. It's a beautiful tragedy,
singing with you, knowing that everything we are is true.
Oh, the geometry of love is a cool little thing. It makes you write songs that you don't want to sing. It keeps you so close that you feel the other's breath. And we're just parallel lines on the page, singing our lives from a separate stage.
So close to each other,
But always apart. Two lonely notes at the start of the heart. The music is beautiful,
rich and complete,
but the two parallel lines
can never quite meet.
If I bend my life,
Will you bend yours too?
or will we just break?
Like the old things we knew,
We are bound to this rhythm,
we are bound to this track,
and there's no turning around.
and there's no looking back.
Let's just sing out our harmony loud to the sky before the parallel lines say their final goodbye. And we're just parallel lines on the page, singing our lives from a separate stage. So close to each other, but always apart. Two lonely notes
At the start of the heart,
The music is beautiful,
rich and complete,
but the two parallel lines
can never quite meet.
parallel lines through the changing times, always apart in the song. The shops are all closed and the street lamps are low. The buskers have packed up their bags long ago. I'm standing alone where we used to perform, when the winters were cold but our music was warm. I can still see the shadow of you by the wall, leaning your head as the night starts to fall.
I remember the day that we ran out of coins, and we sat on the steps where the alleyway joins. We divided the money for dinner and bread, and laughed at the cynical words people said. We thought we were kings with a six-string guitar, never knowing how fragile our little lives are. Oh, the concrete remembers the songs that we sang, and the way that our voices so clearly once rang. But the city moves on, it doesn't look back. It leaves all our dreams in a velvet black sack, and we're just shadows on Grafton Street tonight, fading away from the neon blue light. We wrote our love on the cold stone floor, but the rain washed it out, and it's there no more. Now you're just a memory I keep in my chest, the ghost of the person that I love the best. I took a new job in a town up the coast, trying to run from my favorite ghost. But the sound of the ocean reminds me of you, the way that your eyes were so honest and true. Do you still have the lyric I wrote on your hand, or did it fade out like our names in the sand? I'm still in the city, rewriting the past, trying to make a sweet melody last. The guitar is older, it's covered in scars, just like my heart under these heavy stars. I tried to replace you a couple of times, but nobody else understands all my rhymes. Oh, the concrete remembers the songs that we sang, and the way that our voices so clearly once rang. But the city moves on, it doesn't look back, and leaves all our dreams in a velvet black sack, and we're just shadows on Grafton Street tonight, fading away from the neon blue light. We wrote our love on the cold stone floor, but the rain washed it out, and it's there no more. Now you're just a memory I keep in my chest, the ghost of the person that I love the best. Maybe we were just a temporary song, something to keep us warm all winter long.
A beautiful chapter we had to go through
before we became the people we knew. But if I could go back to that old stone floor, I'd sing with you louder and love you much more. And we're just shadows on Grafton Street tonight, fading away from the neon blue light. We wrote our love on the cold stone floor, but the rain washed it out, and it's there no more. Now you're just a memory I keep in my chest, the ghost of the person that I love the best.
Grafton Street is quiet now,
I remember the vow, just shadows in the night. The copper coins are heavy in the felt, under the winter where the snow won't melt. I count the changes of a busy day, while the crowd carries all their eyes away.
nobody listens to the final verse.
they're just retreating to their private purse.
But then you stood there on the pavement edge, like a sweet flower on a rocky ledge. You didn't look at what the others dropped. You just stood still and let your walking stop.
You took the second part of my refrain and made me laugh inside the freezing rain. Oh, the Buskers Hat is full of copper coins, but it's the place where our history joins that makes the cold stone feel like holy ground, the sweetest sanctuary we ever found. And we're just dancing round the Buskers Hat, sitting together where the poor folks sat. We had no money, but we had the chords. Two simple soldiers with music for swords. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lucky trees on the top of the hill. I saw the street lamps turning on at 5, throwing a light that made me feel alive. I looked at you and saw my own old ghost, the things I wanted and feared the most. We didn't talk about the days to come, we just surrendered to the rhythm's drum.
Street musicians cannot ever stay, they always get pulled by the wind far away. You packed your guitar when the clock struck 4, and I never saw your coat by that door. But every time I see an open case, I look around to find your wandering face. Oh, the Buskers Hat is full of copper coins, but it's the place where our history joins, like two lucky trees on the top of the hill. And we're just dancing around the Buskers Hat, sitting together where the poor folks sat. We had no money, but we had the chords. Two simple soldiers with music for swords. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lucky trees on the top of the hill. Life is a pavement that we have to share,
looking for someone who will actually care
about the melodies hidden inside our chests.
Before the final curtains take the rest. Thank you for dropping your voice in my line, for making our short summer look so divine. And we're just dancing round the Buskers Hat, sitting together where the poor folks sat. We had no money, but we had the chords. Two simple soldiers with music for swords. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lucky trees on the top of the hill. Coins in the felt, snow starts to melt, snow starts to melt. The waltz fades away into night.
Open your guitar case on the cold stone. It's a long way to walk when you're walking alone. The tourists are passing with eyes on their phone. Nobody listens to the street singer's tone. But then you stood there with a smile on your face, and suddenly everything fell into place.
I didn't have money to put in your hat, so I just sat down on the curb where you sat. I sang the high harmony onto your line, and for a few minutes the city was mine. We didn't know names and we didn't care why. We were just two voices under the sky. And the evening was kind as it turned into night. The street lamps were throwing a beautiful light. We were two strangers with nothing to lose, dancing away in our old winter shoes. And we danced to the Buskers' slow little waltz, forgetting our heartbreaks and all of our faults. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lonely trees on the top of the hill. It was just a moment, a breath in the dark, a beautiful fire from a wandering spark. We shared a warm tea by the old bridge, talking about lives on the edge of the ridge. You told me you wanted to paint the whole world, to leave all the banners of sorrow unfurled. I looked at your eyes and I saw my own ghost, the things that I wanted and feared the very most. But artists are people who can't seem to stay. They always get pulled by the wind far away. You packed up your case when the clock turned to 4, and I never saw you cold by that door. But every 3/4 time rhythm I hear brings your old acoustic guitar right back near. And the evening was kind as it turned into night. The street lamps were throwing a beautiful light. We were two strangers with nothing to lose, and we danced to the Buskers' slow little waltz, forgetting our heartbreaks and all of our faults. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lonely trees on the top of the hill. It was just a moment, a breath in the dark, a beautiful fire from a wandering spark. Life is an audition that never quite ends. We lose our lovers and look for our friends. But some people change you with just one short song, and you carry that melody all your life long. I hope you're still singing out there in the cold, a beautiful story that never grows old. And we danced to the Buskers' slow little waltz, forgetting our heartbreaks and all of our faults. The world was spinning, but we stood so still, like two lonely trees on the top of the hill. It was just a moment, a breath in the dark, a beautiful fire from a wandering spark. 1, 2, 3, step, the promise we kept in the Buskers' slow waltz. Walking down Grafton Street under the rain, trying to find an excuse for this pain. The buskers are playing a song that we knew back when my world was entirely you. You had holes in your shoes and a heart full of gold, and a story that never quite got to be told. I'm sitting inside of a quiet old
pub, trying to wash away all of this love. The bartender looks at my empty old glass and says that the bitterest winters will pass. But he doesn't know about the warmth of your hand, or the dreams that we buried in the Irish sand. Oh, the city is old and the brickwork is grey, and it watches us walk our separate ways. We were a symphony played by the wind, never knowing where the music would end. And the Dublin rain falls down on my skin, washing away where we used to begin. You went to the west and I stayed in the east, two hungry souls at an empty feast. But the cobblestones remember the sound of our feet, and the beautiful heartbreak of when we did meet. I heard that you found a new place by the sea, a little white cottage where you can be free. Do you still write your poems on the back of the bill? Do you still think that life is a mountain to hill? I hope that the ocean is kind to your soul and makes all the broken parts finally whole. The piano in the corner isn't missing a string, just like the winter isn't missing the spring. I tried to write something that wasn't about you, but the keys wouldn't move and the words weren't true. You are the ink in the lines of my hand, the only person who could understand. Oh, the city is old and the brickwork is grey, and it watches us walk our separate ways. We were a symphony played by the wind, and the Dublin rain falls down on my skin, washing away where we used to begin. You went to the west and I stayed in the east, two hungry souls at an empty feast. But the cobblestones remember the sound of our feet, and the beautiful heartbreak of when we did meet. If I could stop the hands of the clock, I'd meet you again on the edge of the dock, and we wouldn't let the ship sail away. We would stand in the harbor and beg it to stay, but the water is deep and the tide is coming, and there's no way to change how the stories begin. And the Dublin rain falls down on my skin, washing away where we used to begin. You went to the west and I stayed in the east, two hungry souls at an empty feast. But the cobblestones remember the sound of our feet, and the beautiful heartbreak of when we did meet. Let the rain wash it out, all the silence and doubt, in the cold Dublin rain. ink is running on the final page, a messy relic of a youthful age. We tab the chords out in a major key to find a version of what we could be. But the paper's yellow and the lines are faint, like an old picture that we couldn't paint.
I find the sheet music inside the chest, right underneath the code I love the best. The bridge section has a missing bar, just like the gap between where we both are. We never finished what we started then, we just became the normal folks again.
Oh, the music page is sitting in the dust, turning our beautiful dreams to a must. It doesn't play itself, it needs a hand to make the silent notes feel and understand. And it's the last sheet of music left behind, haunting the quiet corners of my mind. An unfinished, beautiful old melody of everything we were supposed to be. We didn't say goodbye, we just left the room, leaving the song inside the winter gloom. I saw your old piano teacher yesterday. She asked why you had thrown it all away. It made me quiet for a mile or two, because the best part of the song was you. You had a gift that could command the crowd. Now you're just working
where it's safe and loud. I try to write a new hook on the slate to wash away the bitter lines of fate, but every chord I played felt hollow and new. It didn't have the honest warmth of you. You are the rhythm underneath my feet, the only reason that my heart could beat. Oh, the music page is sitting in the dust, turning our beautiful dreams to a must, leaving the song inside the winter gloom. And it's the last sheet of music left behind, haunting the quiet corners of my mind. An unfinished, beautiful old melody of everything we were supposed to be. We didn't say goodbye, we just left the room, leaving the song inside the winter gloom. If I find the ink, will you complete the line, or has your separate story moved past mine? We were a symphony played by the heart that didn't quite know how to finish its part. But I'll keep the book open under the light, just in case you come singing back into the night. And it's the last sheet of music left behind, haunting the quiet corners of my mind. An unfinished, beautiful melody of everything we were supposed to be. We didn't say goodbye, we didn't say goodbye, just left the room, leaving the song inside the winter gloom. The ink is dry under the sky. The last sheet of music is closed. The platform is cold and the station is still. The wind is blowing from over the hill. The last train to Howth is arriving at 10, and I know I will never see Dublin again. I'm holding a ticket for one way alone, leaving behind everything that I've known.
ran through the rain, but I got there too late. The glass doors were locked at the old station gate. I saw the red lights of the train disappear, and the sound of the engine was all I could hear. I stood in the dark with your name on my tongue, a song of regret that will never be sung. Oh, the tracks go on, well, they don't look behind. They leave all the dreamers to wander blind. We had our chance on the edge of the sea, but we let it slip away, you and me. And you're on the last train to Howth tonight, riding away from the neon blue light. The ocean is waiting, the water is deep, to swallow the secrets that we couldn't keep. We were a melody played on the track, but the train is gone, and it's not coming back. I look out the window at the dark Irish Sea and wonder if you're still looking for me. The piano in Howth is waiting to play a song for the travelers who went far away. I'll tune my guitar to the sound of the wave and try to be normal and try to be brave. I walk back alone through the empty old town, watching the rain wash the brickwork all down. The cafe we loved is closing its door, just like our story don't live anymore. I'm left with the dust and a broken old strain, and the terrible ghost of a beautiful spring. Oh, the tracks go onward, they don't look behind. They leave all the dreamers to wander blind. We had our chance on the edge of the sea, and you're on the last train to Howth tonight, riding away from the neon blue light. The ocean is waiting, the water is deep, to swallow the secrets that we couldn't keep. We were a melody played on the track, but the train is gone, and it's not coming back. Maybe the ocean will wash us out clean and make us forget all the things we have seen. Two lonely islands divided by tide, with all of our heartbreaks kept deep down inside. But if I could jump on that iron old train, I'd hold you forever and laugh at the rain. And you're on the last train to Howth tonight, riding away from the neon blue light. The ocean is waiting, the water is deep, to swallow the secrets that we couldn't keep. We were a melody played on the track, but the train is gone, and it's not coming back. The train slows down in the empty town, lost at the end of the line. I wound up the key of the old music box that we hid away in the chest with the locks. It plays that sweet waltz from the night that we met, a beautiful tune that I'll never forget. The gears are all rusty, the rhythm is slow, but it carries the warmth of the old long the kitchen, the small candlelight, the way that you laughed in the middle of night. I had my guitar tuned to D minor open, singing the things that we hoped were unbroken. We felt like the authors of everything good before we got lost in the dark of the wood. Oh, the music box turns and it doesn't look back, riding its gears on a circular track. It repeats the same story of you and of me. A beautiful dream that was never meant to be. And we're trapped in the song of the music box tune, spinning around in the middle of June. A delicate harmony, fragile and sweet, where the ghost of our lovers eternally meet. But the spring is all wound down, the music must stop, leaving our love on the table to drop. I moved the old chest to the room in the back, away from the light and the main crowded track. It hurts to hear things that are pretty and old when your own winter days are so bitter and cold. I wonder if you have a music box too, or if you've forgotten the things we went through. I'm writing a symphony, grand and complete, but it's missing the sound of your slow-stepping feet. I try to build structures with piano and strings, but my heart only wants the old simple things. The sound of your voice in the high third scale, when our little boat was beginning to sail. Oh, the music box turns and it doesn't look back, riding its gears on a circular track. It repeats the same story of you and of me. And we're trapped in the song of the music box tune, spinning around in the middle of June. A delicate harmony, fragile and sweet, where the ghost of our lovers eternally meet. But the spring is all wound down, the music must stop, leaving our love on the table to drop. Maybe the winding was all that we had, a temporary spark to keep us from sad. 2 clockwork dolls dancing out on the floor before the machine doesn't work anymore. But I don't regret a single turn of the key, because for a moment you danced it with me. And we're trapped in the song of the music box tune, spinning around in the middle of June. A delicate harmony, fragile and sweet, where the ghost of our lovers eternally meet. But the spring is all wound down, the music must stop, leaving our love on the table to drop. The gears slow down in the quiet town. The music box stops. I found an old notebook beneath the fading dust, written in a language that we used to trust. The coffee's getting colder on the wooden frame, and the wind through the glass is whispering your name. We were young, we were reckless,
chasing after light, never knowing that the dawn could steal the night.
I walk the same pavement where the shadows grow, looking at the river where the memories flow. You left a little coat hanging by the door, like a promise we don't talk about anymore.
Life is just a circle of the things we keep, and the promises we bury when we fall asleep.
Oh, the time we burned, it wasn't built to last. We became the ghosts inside the photographs,
but I can still hear the song we used to know,
playing softly in the quiet undertow.
Love is a chord that we struck too loud, now it's lost in the noise of a shifting crowd.
But oh my dear, it was beautiful and true. The short,
bright summer I spent with you,
and the life goes on
like a train in the rain,
leaving behind a sweet, familiar pain. Do you still look at the sky when the clock strikes 3? Or did you wash away every single part of me? I bought a new guitar, but the tuning feels wrong. It remembers your fingers in the middle of the song.
We spent all our money on a dream made of glass, now we're counting the seasons as they quietly pass.
I learned how to smile when the neighbors ask,
wearing our history like a heavy silk mask.
But sometimes the piano plays a minor key,
and it feels like you're standing right next to me.
Is it love if it hurts after all of these years? Or is it just life drying up all our tears? All the time we burned, it wasn't built to last.
We became the ghost inside the photographs, but I can still hear the song we used to know.
Love is a chord that we struck too loud,
now it's lost in the noise of a shifting crowd.
But oh my dear, it was beautiful and true. The short,
bright summer I spent with you,
and the life goes on
like a train in the rain, leaving behind a sweet, familiar pain.
We didn't say goodbye,
we just ran out of words,
like a sudden quiet falling on a flight of birds.
You took your melody,
I kept my broken rhyme,
two parallel lines at the end of our time.
But if I had the chance to do it all again, I would hold your hand until the very end. Love is a chord that we struck too loud,
now it's lost in the noise of a shifting crowd.
But oh my dear,
it was beautiful and true.
The short,
bright summer I spent with you,
and the life goes on
like a train in the rain, leaving behind a sweet, familiar pain. I still hear your voice, I still feel the choice, in the quiet after the rain. Good night. The frost is thick on the kitchen glass, and the days are getting too short to pass. I found an old scarf that you left on the chair, and a faint smell of wood still hanging right there. We spent that whole winter inside of this room, trying to build a garden out of
gloom. We didn't have heating, we didn't have light, just an old acoustic guitar in the night. We threw our own heartbreaks into the fire and watched the flames grow higher and higher. We thought we could freeze the clock where it stood.
Two lucky children in a dangerous wood. But the spring always comes with its melting old snow and forces the winter dreamers to go. We ran out of wood and the fire went gray, and we let the whole season drift far away. And it's the winter we forgot that remains, like the ghost of the ice inside of our veins. A beautiful freeze where the time stood so still before we walked down our separate hill. Now the room is warm, but the air feels so old, and I miss the sweet days when we lived in the cold. I bought a new house with a garden outside, a safe little place where the sorrow can hide. But sometimes a frost on a cold morning street brings back the rhythm of your stepping feet. I wonder if you're still rewriting that song, the one that kept us warm all winter long.
I moved to the south where the weather is kind, trying to wash your face out of my mind. But the sun is too bright and the streets are too loud. I'm still looking for you inside of the cloud. Life is a story that doesn't say much, it just takes away everything that you touch. But the spring always comes with its melting old snow and forces the winter dreamers to go. We ran out of wood and the fire went gray, and it's the winter we forgot that remains, like the ghost of the ice inside of our veins. A beautiful freeze where the time stood so still before we walked down our separate hill. Now the room is warm, but the air feels so old, and I miss the sweet days when we lived in the cold. Maybe we needed the cold to survive, maybe the freezing kept us both alive. Two lonely statues inside of the snow,
With nowhere to run,
nowhere to go.
but I trade all the summers that I've ever seen for one winter night where our music was green. And it's the winter we forgot that remains, like the ghost of the ice inside of our veins. A beautiful freeze where the time stood so still before we walked down our separate hill. Now the room is warm, but the air feels so old, and I miss the sweet days when we lived in the cold. The ice is melting now, I remember the vow in the cold winter night. I'm walking away as the morning gets bright, leaving behind the ghost of the night. The guitar is packed and the coffee is done, and my shadows are melting underneath the sun. We didn't change the world, didn't get the prize, but I saw the whole universe inside of your eyes. I stand by the window and watch you depart, with a beautiful sorrow deep inside of my heart. Grafton street's quiet, the Dublin rain's gone, and a brand new tomorrow is starting to dawn. We were just a short song in a late night cafe, a temporary heaven that faded away. Oh, the music must close, the chapters must turn. That is the bitterest lesson we learn. We don't get to hold what we love the very best, and we're just two parallel roads in the light, walking away from the edge of the night. We sang out our souls in a close harmony, a beautiful picture of what couldn't be. Now the piano is resting, the guitar is still, leaving our love at the top of the hill. I look at the horizon with peace in my mind, thankful for everything we left behind. It's over, my darling, the music is done. A quiet new journey has already begun. We don't have to carry the weight of the past. Some things are beautiful because they don't last. I walk through the door with a smile on my face, leaving our ghost in this sanctuary space. The cafe will open, the people will come, and they'll listen to music while the coffee machines hum. They won't know our names and they won't know our rhymes, but they'll feel the sweet echo of our cafe times. All the music must close, the chapters must turn. That is the bitterest lesson we learn. We don't get to hold what we love the very best, and we're just two parallel roads in the light, walking away from each other's side. We sang out our souls in a close harmony, a beautiful picture of what couldn't be. Now the piano is resting, the guitar is still, leaving our love at the top of the hill. Goodbye, my old partner, goodbye, my best friend. Every sweet melody must find an end, but thank you for singing your life onto mine, for making our short summer look so divine. I'll see you in music wherever I go, in the quietest spaces where the folk songs flow. And we're just two parallel roads in the light, walking away from each other's side. We sang out our souls in a close harmony, a beautiful picture of what couldn't be. Now the piano is resting, the guitar is still, leaving our love at the top of the hill. The song is complete, two parallel roads go on and on. Amen. We are two ships passing by in the dark, leaving behind nothing but a small spark. The harbor is far and the ocean is wide, and we are both pulled by a dangerous tide. I see a white sail underneath the cold moon, and know that we have to say
goodbye too soon.
I flash my small lantern to show you my place, hoping mist won't erase your sweet face.
I can hear your guitar through the wind, a beautiful melody where the world ends. We don't drop our anchors, we can't stop the wood, we just wave from the deck where we once stood. Oh, the sea doesn't care about lovers ashore, it just breaks up the boats and demands for some more. We had our moment of crossing the line, a beautiful intersection of yours and of mine. And we're two ships passing in the night, fading away from each other's sight. The water is deep and the current is strong, carrying us where we don't quite belong. We sang our lives in a close harmony. Now we're just waves on a cynical sea. I reached the Newport on the other side, but I'm still stuck on the edge of the tide. The piano in the bar plays a minor refrain that sounds like your voice in the middle of rain. I look at the horizon and look for your sail, hoping you survive the winter's grand gale. My ship is older, it's covered in salt, just like the memories of our final fall.
But safer out here where the water is deep, with no promises left that I'm forced to keep. But sometimes the quietest hour of day brings your old voice back with the tide.
Oh, the sea doesn't care about lovers ashore, it just breaks up the boats and demands for some more. We had our moment of crossing the line, and we're two ships passing in the night, fading away from each other's side. The water is deep and the current is strong, carrying us where we don't quite belong. We sang our lives in a close harmony. Now we're just waves on a cynical sea. If I turn my wheel, will you look back? Or are we bound to our separate track? The ocean is wide and the destination is far, but we will always look at the very same star. Let's just sing out our chorus loud to the wind before the two ships say their final end. And we're two ships passing in the night, fading away from each other's side. The water is deep and the current is strong, carrying us where we don't quite belong. We sang our lives in a close harmony. Now we're just waves on a cynical sea, passing by
under the sky,
lost in the deep, dark sea.